crazy. I appreciate all you guys being here today, man. Thank y'all, first and foremost, man. Obviously, I got to keep the mask on. You know, I've been under some medication and stuff that lowers my immune system at the moment, so we just got to be careful with COVID and all that.
Man.
But I just say, man, I thank all of y'all, first and foremost. Like I said before, y'all don't understand how much this means to me and to my team, to see the process and how much we progressed throughout our years. 19 years in already, and man, this is just a warm-up. This is just the beginning.
Teo, you know, with George talking about how hungry he is and the way he's coming into this fight, is that something you can take advantage of, the way he's approaching this fight? Try and, you know, talk about making it a war and all of those things.
I mean, that's what he got to say. You know, at the end of it all, Kambosos got to go out there and do his part, you know, just like I had to do with Loma and everything. So at the end of it all, I need guys like him, and I need guys like in my division to keep me on my toes at all times. You know, I don't overlook nobody. I stay focused on everybody at one at a time, and eventually we'll line everybody up where we don't have to use my whole clip. We just use one bullet and just a straight shooter, one shot.
I asked Josh Taylor about fighting you. What do you think about you and Josh Taylor? He has all the belts at 140.
I've been talking about it. Let's make it happen, yo. He's talking about moving up to 147, which I figured, yo. They scared, man. They all scared. That's how I look at it, man. They know, man. I'm too fast. I'm too smart. I'm too sharp, and I'm too strong. You know, he'd rather go up at 147 because he'll be the lighter guy. He'll be quicker on his feet, and he'll be able to handle himself more at 147. I ain't stupid, man. I see how the game go. But eventually they're gonna have to feel that pressure, and I'm gonna come at them too, just like we asked about it with Loma.
Teo, you know, with Josh, like you mentioned, he's light on his feet, and you know, if you fought a Josh Taylor, would you have to be the aggressor in that fight to cut distance? You know, he's a tall guy, likes to move around.
Like the most technical fighter, and I outboxed him. What the hell does Josh Taylor bring to the table? He brings my belts. That's all he does.
Well, you know, Loma was a guy who came forward, and Josh is more. So
Josh came forward too. I'm sure he did. He did the clinches. They did all the other stuff they had to do. Yo, at the end of it, man, y'all don't smell it, but I do. And I smell fear in all those guys. I can see it in their face, and I can see it in their team. They feel that pressure. I'm young, but at the same time, I'm ready, man. I told y'all though, it's too late for all of them now. It's too late. The fact that I faced Lomachenko, I like to challenge myself first and foremost, and that just elevated me to a whole nother level now. June 19th, when it comes, y'all gonna really see it. Really gonna see it. I see everything. I see it more clearly now than I did before, and I appreciate myself first and foremost for being able to step up to the plate, unlike these other fighters.
Teo, I've got to ask, do you really think Josh is scared when looking at his resume, his last five opponents?
He's over here telling me I got unfinished business at 135, when in reality I cleaned up the whole division.
What do you say what do you say Devin Haney then, who says you're not, you know, undisputed champion because he's the WBC champion?
He ain't the WBC champion. He is the email world champion. It's just plain and simple. He is the true definition of fake it till you make it. The only thing that's keeping him relevant right now is that fake ass belt. And hey, but he gotta focus on his fight right now with Linares, and then we'll go from there.
Teo, what do you make of
that fight next, Teo? If you guys both win your next fight.
Look, at the end of it, I see it like this. I can't go out with Kambosos and move up to 140. Even if I do, that'll be it with Taylor, but he has his mandatory now apparently with this guy named Catterall. Whatever. Yeah, whatever his name is. And that's it. So my whole thing is like I gotta finish with somebody at 35 clean then. So it could be Devin, it could be all that. And look, I am the super WBC world champion. I'm the franchise, so I can mandate that fight next.
Teo, what do you make of the Lomachenko comments?
Linares against Haney. What type of fight do you see that being? How much of a challenge do you think Linares will present to Haney?
I don't even know. We'll see. You know, we haven't seen Devin really step up to the plate until now, so we can't really tell or predict what's gonna happen until we see it on Saturday. Maybe he'll surprise all of us, and maybe he not. Maybe he might just show up to the limit that he always is. He's a one-dimensional fighter. He's not a universal fighter. It's so easy to pick up on these guys, and may the best man win. And hopefully I really want Devin to win this fight because I want his head next.
Teo, what do you make of the comments of Lomachenko? They're saying that he didn't lose, it was a draw against him.
Loma, he finally took an actual loss for the first time in his whole career, from amateur to pro. So he don't know how to take a loss. You know, my whole thing is like the fact that, you know, seeing the way he is and the way he's trying to move and all that, he's just someone that is a sore loser. That's all it is. I beat him, clearly. When I said come on and I said step up to the plate, he backed down. So it goes to show, man, and if we were to fight again, he'll get knocked out, and he knows it. I took his heart.
Teo, Kambosos fight then, June 19th in Miami. What does he bring to the table? I mean, we've seen him against Lee Selby. He's a come-forward fighter. He's aggressive as well. Can we expect nothing but fireworks down in Miami?
Yes, absolutely. June 19th, you guys can expect fireworks, man. You guys are going to see two fighters that are going to come right there into the middle of that ring. and just let it all out. You know, all the hard work. This is week 10 of me. Been 10 weeks in camp right now for George Kambosos. They extended my fight for whatever reason, and it's all about preparing better and just making sure that we're ready for June 19th against Kambosos.
It's going to be an event. You have J-Lo, J Balvin. Tell me about that.
Yeah, man, we have a whole. I wish I could tell y'all my my ring walk, but you know, you guys will just have to tune in, man. It's all about being a showman, you know, and that's what I bring to the table. I ain't a fighter, I ain't no brawler, I ain't no boxer. I'm an entertainer, you know, and that's what it's all about. This is a sport of entertainment, and Triller right here behind me and everything. It's all about collabing now. We got the artists involved. We got J Balvin, Maluma, Meek Mill. We got J-Lo in the mix. You know, it's all these things, bro, and I'm just very thankful that we could bring it back to Miami, in Miami, Florida, where there's 30 to 37,000 people in attendance.
Tio, you've been listening to a lot of J. Cole in your conferences. How have you? What else is on your playlist?
My playlist, man, it could be different things. You know, J. Cole, he just came out with his album, and hey, I feel like he drops a lot of jewels for me. A lot of things that we all need something to always remind us of what we got to do. You know, just because you make it to the top of something doesn't mean that you got to stop. You know, and a lot of people tend to do that. You know, when they make an X amount of dollars, look, at the end of it all, man, look, I make money. Money don't make me. So regardless of what it is, I'm chasing the glory. The money will come. When you chase the money's always gonna run faster than you. So at the end of it all, man, it's all about just beating the guy that's in front of me, and then we go from there. And